Hey, this is Captain Chris Myers, Orlando Fly Casting Lessons. Today we're going to talk about shooting line on your fly cast for more distance. Thanks for tuning in to another one of my fly casting instructional videos. Please become a subscriber if you're not already. And one of the easiest ways we can achieve more distance is shooting line at the end of our cast. And that term means that we are letting go of the line with our casting hand and allowing that casting loop that we created and the momentum of that line to pull additional line up off the ground, line that we already have peeled off the reel. So as we're making our cast, we're going to stop, make a guide, let additional line shoot through our guides and out towards your target. So it's going to depend on several key things: casting towards the target, correct timing, pulling on a tight line. So if you think you're doing everything proper in this video, you're still having an issue, there's probably something going on with your back cast, which I cover in a lot of my other videos. So check out my fly casting playlist. You'll probably find something in there that can help you if your cast isn't working like you think it should be. So we're going to step over here to the casting pond and show you what this should look like. If you followed my tips for the basic cast and you want to get your cast out farther, the first and easiest method is to shoot some line. And by that we mean allow that nice J candy cane shaped loop that you created in the front to pull more line up off the ground, out of a basket, wherever you have it already pulled off the reel. We're never casting line off our reel. We pull off as much as we're going to need, and then we make a cast. And just as we stop that rod in the front, we're going to open up our fingers, allow that line to keep on moving, and we're going to form a guide with our thumb and forefinger. So we're going to come back, hands together. As we come forward, stop. You can let it slide through your palm, slide through an O-ring. If you have a nice loop and you're stopping going out towards your target, a considerable amount of line will shoot out. So I'm going to start with the color change in this line from orange to white all the way down here at the bottom of the rod. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. All that white stuff I had shot out. So we have 9 foot there. We have 18 feet, probably another 3. So we shot over 20 feet of line just on one very easy stroke. Now, there's a couple of things that can go wrong very quickly when you're trying out this cast. One is you let your fingers go before you made your stop. If I'm still pulling forward, I let my fingers go, the rod keeps going, the line doesn't follow with it because it no longer has tension. So you have to open those fingers exactly at the same time you stop. You can do it slightly after that. The loop has to be formed. The second thing is your momentum of that cast has to be directed out away from you. If I'm directing my cast down into the water and I'm stopping with my rod tip traveling down, so let's take that same cast, orange line by the end of my rod. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nothing went out. The orange line barely made it to the tip of my rod. Only thing I did was change the angle that cast was going from out to down. I'm stopping going down. There's no way I'm going to be able to shoot line out towards my target. The third thing is we want to resist the temptation to do it harder when we're going to let it go. So when I'm making this cast where I'm shooting line 1, 2, it goes out nice and easy, the same amount of speed and power I used on the stroke before that. But it's going to be very tempting to make it go farther by going 1, 2, okay, now go. And actually, my cast landed much shorter and I have all this slack I'm pulling. I still haven't straightened the line out. Now I straightened it out. So my cast really only went that far, and this stuff just shot out and landed in the water in front of me. It didn't actually make my cast go out farther, which of course is our goal. So if you want to shoot line, you want to do it nice and gentle and easy. Make sure we're pulling on a tight line. Always maintain control of this. I've seen so many fish missed over the years by people letting go like this, and by the time they reached up here, got the line, got it under their finger, started stripping, the fish went right on by. So we always want to try, if we can, to maintain control of that. We're coming up to follow it through, immediately start stripping. So thanks for tuning in to another one of my instructional videos. If you're going to be in the Orlando area, you can come and see me for a one-on-one fly casting lesson. If you don't live here and you don't have an instructor near you, you can also send me your fly casting video. I will analyze it, see if I can determine any issues, and tell you my best suggestion on how to solve them. Thanks again. If you got any questions or comments, put them down below. I try to answer everything. If you got any ideas for new videos, please be sure to send them to me. Until next time, have a great holiday.